Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining me for the very first time, I would love to introduce myself. I go by Eve. I have been doing makeup for over 10 years now, and throughout my career, I have learned so many tips and tricks that I'm ready to share with you all. In today's video, we are going to show you how I achieved this look using all drugstore affordable mass makeup. So if you are interested in saving the coins, keep watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone who have supported me throughout my journey. And I am so excited to be sharing even more with you guys. So stick around. So I have my skin already prepped for the most part. I want to go in first things first. I'm going to pin my hair. I'll have these linked down below for you guys because they are also affordable, and today is all about affordable things. We're gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for the Laneige lip balm, and immediately it smells amazing. I believe this is peach. But does it feel like Laneige? It doesn't. Automatically, it just doesn't. It doesn't give you that cushiony effect that the Laneige product does for you. I will say, I think this was like $2 or $3. So what can you expect from this little guy? The next product I am going to go in with is one of my favorites. I actually use this every single time I wear makeup. So not just when I want to use my affordable products. I'm talking every single day. And this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade Medium 4. This is supposed to be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Filter. And I will say this one's better. But I like to really put that on the high points of my face because I really feel that it really does sort of peek through my foundation. So to blend this out, I love to use my foundation brush. It's fine if it mixes into your foundation later on. At the end of the day, everything's going to mix. So I do want to just, again, do tapping motions. And you can already see when the light hits that area, it really gives a beautiful luminous look. And we love that. And because I'm not typically someone who uses a lot of powders, it really is going to peek through that foundation, which is really key. I love this product, and it is such a game changer. I'm so glad that this is so affordable. And I even like to put that here on my brow bone right here. You guys can see, again, we want the light to really bounce on these specific areas that we lay that luminous product. And that's exactly what it does. I guess we can go into foundation. This one I've actually been using now for like about 6 months, and I love it. It's so good. I'm sure you've seen this. This is such a viral product. But this is the Maybelline New York Superstay 24-hour skin tint. That's a lot. But I use the shade 310. I also have 220, which is sort of my winter shade. But right now I've got a little tan because I went on vacation. So very happy about that, even though some of you guys will not notice. Okay. Obviously, because this is mine, I could go in and just sort of, do that, or I can just put it on my tray and then just apply it, which that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use just a few drops. You can also see that it's more on the thicker side. It's typically when you see something come out of a dropper, you think immediately, wow, that's going to be very liquidy, but not in this case. It's actually a lot thicker. Trying to think of what I can compare the consistency to. I would say my Shiseido Synchro Skin is more of that type of consistency. So if you do know that foundation's consistency and you like it, you may really like this and you may want to give it a try, because I think this is like, I want to say under $20, which is really good for a foundation. You know, a lot of you guys know that when we talk about prestige beauty and luxury products, I mean, you're going to have to spend anywhere from $40 to $70 for a foundation. And I know most of us don't really want to do that. And especially because we really don't have to. You know, the drugstore and, you know, the Ulta mass side of the store, they have so many good products. Like, can we just talk about how amazing drugstore makeup has gotten over the years? Like, we no longer have to go to the drugstore and worry, like, will they have my shade? Like, will these products be good? Like, am I going to get that pigment? This, like, drugstore has stepped up their game without a doubt. Like, you can now go in there blindly on a random night, like I kind of did. You know, I went and bought some stuff from my local Rite Aid, and I went in there and I'm like, let me just get that. Let me just get that. Fully stocked. I know that these products are really good because I've used a lot of the other products from the lines, and like, drugstore is just really good. You know, who doesn't want to just buy something under $20 and give what it's supposed to give, right? So with all that said, I'm going to take my affordable brush as well. This is from Morphe and Ariel. And I just can't seem to get enough of these brushes. They're really good. If you also are seeking brushes from the drugstore, feel free to check out Real Techniques. And I believe Equal Tools has pretty good brushes. Also the beauty sponges, like, come on, like, the list goes on. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and blend this foundation before it dries out on my tray. And we always want to start in the center of the face. The perimeter of the face requires less product. That's why we start in the center. So I may have put too much there, but this is what we're doing. And we are going to tap this into the skin. Okay. And we can bring that down. Oh my God. You guys know when you feel a random hair on your lip? That's what's happening right now. I have to get it off because it's quite distracting. Okay. We got it off. That was not going to let me be great for this entire time. So, yeah. We're going to go in, and I'm grabbing very little product. Always say build as you go. How are you guys doing? It's been a while since I put, since my last video. And we talked about, I think in the last video, we talked about the Sephora sale, and I may or may not be recording something to show you guys what I actually got. But I do want to know what it is that you guys got. I want to know about that. And I also want to know, what do you like from the drugstore? Because, listen, I'll drop a few dollars. Okay, so we already laid our foundation, and now we could definitely go in with concealer. So, as I mentioned, I did go to the drugstore, to my local Rite Aid to be exact, and I picked up some concealers. I believe these e.l.f. concealers, the Camo concealers, are supposed to be a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. Yeah. This one, the 16-hour Camo concealer, is supposed to be like the regular version, which was the first version of the Tarte Shape Tape that came out. and obviously, shook up the whole industry. It's still a very great product, and I believe that this is supposed to be the dupe. And then you know how they also came out with the hydrating version, and so they also came out with a hydrating version. So I say that to say that I really want to try these. These also have the huge doe foot applicators, which everyone loves. And I also do have, this I actually had in my stash, probably expired, but the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Corrector Concealer. So I have this in the shade Cashew 365, and I really like it. But today, let's try this. Let's do a little first impression, if you will. So I did buy 3 different shades because I have no idea how this is going to end for me. I'm going to tell you right now that this probably in the winter is probably my shade. Let's see here. Oh, she's full coverage. She is full coverage for sure. I don't know. I could probably get away with this right now, actually, but medium warm seems to be more my shade. Oh, so let me see what the shade was. Miss Medium Warm. So I think we may have to go with Miss Beige. The Medium Warm is very orangey. So I think the Medium Warm would be good for someone who's more on the tan side. And I'm not. I'm actually more like a medium tan, but I'm not a tan. So I'm going to go in with Miss Medium Beige and hope for the best. All right. So again, grabbing this big doe foot applicator, and ooh, that is full coverage. But, we could definitely use full coverage. I will probably go back to the store and get my actual shade. This is looking really light, but we could work with her. And speaking of affordable things, this is the Paw Paw Beauty Sponge, which will be down in the description box. All right, so we're going to try this color and seeing what this gives us. Okay, so automatically, this concealer dries down very quick because I must have let that dry for a minute, and that minute in a different concealer would have not been enough. But this, you can tell that really dries. And actually, I'm not mad at this shade. I am not mad at this shade. Like, wow, this is really good. Me. I really thought I botched this whole shade, but I didn't. I think a lot of people are afraid of not finding their right shade at the drugstore because they don't have testers the way they do at like a Sephora or like an Ulta with Prestige Beauty. And so I think that's where people find it difficult to find their right shade of foundation, of concealer, of, whatever it is, even a lipstick. Let's just say you go to a store and you want to just swatch it to see what sort of undertone it has, see what the finish is like, see what the consistency is like. And it's really hard to tell sometimes off the packaging, like let's just say this. We see this eyeshadow quad here, and immediately you think, wow, that's really beautiful. But in the past, we have swatched the eyeshadow when we got home and we're like, well, where's the pigment? But drugstore and affordable makeup has gotten so good with giving us that pigment and giving us exactly what we want. And it's just been so much easier now. So yeah, I say that to say that don't be afraid to walk into the drugstore and just try things out. What's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario is that you just go, you keep your receipt, and you return it. I kind of want to put a little bit more just to see if it's also buildable. So let's test this out here. I'm just going to put a little bit more right here. Honestly, she may be my everyday concealer from now on because she's giving. She's giving. She said, I'm going to show you what I do, okay? So I am going to give that a minute again, just to sort of dry down. So use a brush because the brushes don't really soak up as much product. And let's see, I do have a few other brushes that I like to use, but I think I'm going to use this one. This is a Sigma brush. Not sure that this is affordable. Don't kill me, but we're going to use her. Just going to move this stuff over. Okay. Okay, this concealer is nice. Oh my God, my allergies are acting up. She's full coverage. We like her. She just earned her spot in my makeup bag. She just did backflips on me, and she proved that she's the one. Okay? And I'm telling you guys, using a brush on that second layer is going to help big time, because when I did use my sponge, it was still very translucent, and it wasn't as opaque as I wanted it to be. If we're using a full coverage type of product, we want to see that full coverage. So that's why I say to use a brush. And then after you use the brush, all you really have to do is just sort of blend out the other side, just so that you don't really see any harsh lines of the concealer. Wow. Where was this concealer after I gave birth? Because I was looking tired. What? This concealer is so good. I'm shookest. Wow. I almost want to say that this concealer is sort of self-setting. It doesn't look like I need powder to set it. I am going to set it with some powder just for just because I'm afraid of it moving, because this is my first time using it, so I'm not sure, but yeah, she's set. She's pretty set. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we got the concealer on. Let's see what we're going to do next. All right, so we have our complexion down, and I want to now set this whole face. So I wanted to go over some products with you guys that I have not tried, but I was very interested in trying because I heard so many good things about it. Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, I heard is really, really good. This is a loose powder. And we have the Maybelline Super Stay Hybrid Powder Foundation, 24-hour wear. I'm going to use the shade Fair Light. This is what it looks like. I can tap some of this off here. And what I want to do is use my puff and just grab some of the product, and I will show you what we're going to do before we actually set the under eye. So I'm going to go back and just blend. We always want to blend the concealer out before setting with our loose powder, because we don't want to set with the creasing that has happened. So I'm not going to lie, the more I look at this concealer, as much as I wanted to love it, it's been creasing a lot. So I'm hoping that when I use this loose powder that it'll stop creasing. So let's see. I know there are other drugstore concealers that have been really popular lately, and I do want to try out more concealers. Yeah, it just keeps creasing. Like, the more I blend, the more creases I'm finding, and that's kind of annoying. But let's see what this powder does. This powder puff is also very affordable. I will have it linked for you guys. This is I got these from Amazon. Amazon always saves the day with affordable stuff. Okay, so immediately that looks so much better. I'm hoping that the creasing will stop after that, but let's see. I'm going to now do the other side and come right back. I didn't put a lot of powder on my puff, so in case you're wondering, there's barely anything on this. But yeah, the powder did a good job at setting what I had already, and let's add some color because I can no longer look at my face with zero color or dimension. So let's go on to bronzer. For bronzer, I have this Morphe Bronze Show. It's a velvet matte pressed powder in the shade Mocha Moment. So let's try this. I am going to use very little of this product with my favorite brush to bronze with. This is the Morphe one. I'm just, you guys can see me, I'm going to use very little, just going in super duper lightly. And I'm not really one to sort of tap the excess product. What I just do is I grab some product and whatever is here, either a mirror or the packaging, I just press it into the brush instead, as opposed to, tapping the excess off the brush. I don't really think it's necessary. And it's such a pet peeve when people do it. Oh, I can't stand hearing that. It's not necessary, guys. I always look for a bronzer with a little red instead of orangey. I don't like orange. I think the orange is, I don't know, it could go really bad for you if you don't know what you're doing. So this shade is also going to be a really good sort of transition shade for when we do go in with the blush because of that red tone. And I feel like me again, like I needed some color after all of that. And feel free to go in with the bronzer right here into the crease area just to sort of give, everything more of that cohesive look. And can't forget the chin. And if we ever apply way too much product, you can go back with the foundation brush that you used and just sort of lightly diffuse that area, because I kind of went a little ham in there. And I'm going to do the other side and then come back. Feel free to go back in with that bronzer and just, like I said, use that in the crease area. I do have some eyeshadow for you guys that I will use. And I think it'll be a great way to use this as a transition shade too. Because I have some rusty tone shadows. And I think that that would just really look very monochromatic. Let's do some eyebrows and then we'll come back to the eyes. I do want to try out this new product that I heard is so good. I actually heard that this was better than the next one, so I really want to try it. This is the Maybelline Build a Brow 2-in-1 brow pen, and it has a sealing gel in the other side. So let's try this out together. That'll be fun. Immediately, that is a very fine tip, which means that you're going to actually be able to give yourself like very, very thin hair strokes. This is a Real Techniques brush. It's the wide angle brow and then with the brow spoolie in the other end. This, very affordable. I love this. I cannot do my eyebrows without this guy here. He is very loved. Because I do like a very I guess sort of coarse spoolie, because my hairs are curly and they need a lot of taming. So I like when the spoolie is a little bit more on the coarse side, to be able to really brush those hair in the direction that I want. So we're gonna go in with the brow pen. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They really do have like this learning curve. So if you are someone who wants to experiment with a brow pen, you can, because this is so inexpensive that, you know, you could just try it and see how it goes for you. And you don't have to feel guilty about spending so much money on, you know, another product. So the lighter the pressure you apply, the more real and the more natural it's going to look, as opposed to, again, holding it by the... It kind of makes sense even if you're talking about a pencil. If you hold a pencil, you know, straight from here, you're more likely to dig through that paper because you just have so much more control. But when you hold a pencil towards the end or even in the middle, you're going to just write very effortlessly like that. I do want to try out this brow sealer because I did hear that it's really good. So let's see. Oh my God, that's so little product. It's so cute. But let's see. Let's not get distracted here. Let me see if they actually lay the hair the way I like. It's a very thin formula. Typically, brow gels feel a little bit heavier and a little bit tackier and, you know, kind of like that glue consistency, but this doesn't. This actually seems very, very lightweight on your brows. I could see this working for someone that doesn't have curly hair. Someone with, you know, straight or wavy hair. I think that would work. But I kind of need a little bit more hold on my brow product, on my brow sealer. But it did the trick. I'm not mad at her. Let's go in with the next product. That's it for brows. That's it. All right. Let's go into the eyes. I have here the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Clean Color Quad. This automatically looks like the Charlotte Tilbury quads that are really good. They're so good. And I have a lot of faith in this quad. I really feel like we're going to get what we want. We're going to get that pigment and we're going to get a very flawless application. I have high hopes. So let's see. Just going to break this here. This is another first impressions. So we're going to try this out together. I love first impression videos. It's so cool to see that initial reaction, like both of us experiencing that together. This is so cute too. It has like these little embossed clouds on them. That's really cute. So let's try this out. Let's grab a blending brush first. I'm going to go in with this one. And since we already have the bronzer shade here in the crease area, let's go in with this one. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to just tap the excess into the brush. So let's start here. I always like to work. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. I told you guys I have more of like those rusty tones, and I thought that would be really pretty. So let's start with the outside. And I also want to pull this color out again, because I do want to give it more of that feline look. So I do want to blow this color out, basically. And because I have a deeper shade here, I am going to place that right on this area, or actually maybe on the bottom of my on my lower lash line. Actually, I think that would be really nice. So let's go in with more of a smaller brush so that we can be able to sort of concentrate this color in the area that we intentionally want to place it on. So I'm going to go in with this one here. And wow, that's a lot of pigment, because look at my brush, and my brush was clean. So again, just putting the eyeshadow right into the brush. And I am going to flip my brush, because although I did go on this end, I do want to flip my brush when I'm applying it, because I don't want so much product being placed in that specific area. So I do want to do this. Oh, she's coming alive. She is coming alive. She may have to go somewhere after this. I have clearly brown eyes, and these are really working for me. But I could really see someone with like green eyes, even blue eyes with these copper tones. And I could see it really working out beautifully. And I did kind of apply too much product there. So go back and use that brush you were using first and just blend it out. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. Okay, I'm going to go in back with the first blending brush I was using to just sort of diffuse this area. I kind of want to use one of these shimmer colors. And I have here more of a copper color, and I have a bronzy color. I'm not sure which one I want to go in with. Let's go on with this bronzy color. And typically, just so you guys know, when you have shimmery shades such as this one, you can use a brush, but you're going to get the best finish on your eye when you use it with your finger. So we're going to go ahead and grab some of this, and I've never touched these before, but they are feeling very gritty, and which means that when you apply it on your eye, you're really going to want to press that onto the eye, because you do not want there to be, you do not want any fallout to happen. So we're going to press that. I'm going to just press that onto the center of my eyelid. As you can see, I already applied that color onto my eyelid. You can see that there's a little bit of fallout, which was to be expected. And if you want this to look a lot more foil-like, what I do recommend is you go in with a setting spray of your choice or some water. But I'm going to just spray my finger. I'm going to go back and pick up some of this color, and you guys are going to see right now that it's going to look a lot more intense and more foil-like. I will say I'm very impressed with the amount of pigment that had. I think these are great. I think these are really, really good. But I do want to go in and sort of blend this out. And I'm going to use that smaller brush to blend this part out. And I'm going to go in with an even smaller brush to blend this part out right here. Because I was more wanting to focus that color just in the center, but all right, so we got the glitz. It's giving glitz right now. Well, we can worry about the whole fallout situation after. I can easily just grab a brush and just sort of flake it off, or a mascara wand as well. We may revisit the eyes, but for the most part, we got what we wanted. And now I want to go in with Milani's powder blush in the shade Coral Cove. This is so beautiful. I've put you guys onto this like so many times, but yeah, so we're using this for this look. I feel like it'll be really pretty. And again, I'm not tapping the excess product. I'm just going to push it into the brush and apply that to the high points of my cheek. Again, placement is everything when it comes to makeup, because let's say I was to focus this blush more on the apples of my cheeks. That's definitely going to give my cheek a fuller look effect. I already have full cheeks, so I don't necessarily want to look even fuller. So that's why I want to focus that color more in this part. My face is dying for some setting spray, so we're going to hit it with some setting spray. We're going in with the Milani Make It Last Dewy Finish Setting Spray. This is going to hydrate, illuminate, and set. And this is a 16-hour wear. I love Milani's setting sprays. I also use the other one. It's in the clear bottle. And I love these. Like, they're so good. You don't have to go out and spend almost $30 on a setting spray. I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, so if you're ever in the drugstore, look for these and you won't regret it. One thing about setting spray, if your hair is dry and straight, you may want to cover it with something. So I'm going to do something really crazy right now because I can't afford for my hair to curl up right now. And I'm going to do this because I am not about to mess up my hair. And so here, we're good. You see? We're just gonna spray this and yeah. Oh, so good. I feel like I'm missing something, and it was definitely some eyeliner in the waterline. So we're going to go on with the Revlon So Fierce Vinyl Eyeliner in the shade Mighty Mocha. This is really beautiful. I even have this in my kit. This is such a pretty color. It's not too dark. and it goes on so easy. Yeah, this is exactly what I needed. And I'm just tight lining that here. And here. Big difference. You guys can see this is clearly missing something. And here, it just gave it a whole different look here. This part always reminds me of when I actually do makeup on my clients. This is where they just struggle. Like, it's so hard for them to keep their eyes open. And so I literally have to keep the eyelid and hold it open for them because they say that this like tickles and it feels so uncomfortable in the eye. And I'm not gonna lie, having someone that close to the inside of your eye could be a little freaky for sure. Okay. Okay, and just blend that out again with my small detailer brush. And I do have some fallout that just happened from eyeliner, but that's okay. And there we have it. This looks, and then wait till I put the mascara. I feel like the mascara really just brings you to life. Eyeshadow and no mascara just looks so weird. Don't forget to curl your lashes. And I also have an affordable eyelash curler. This is the Tweezerman, I don't know, just eyelash curler. So I'm going to show you guys what a big difference curling your lashes does. And it helps if you look down too. When you look down, I think it really gives you the opportunity to get as close to your lash line as possible, and also grab each hair. Look at that. We got lashes here, and over here it looks like I have zero eyelash. My eyelashes were so pretty before my son, and he basically jacked them from me because he now has amazing eyelashes. So yeah, I don't know what happened along, pregnancy or like just postpartum, but yeah, my lashes no longer touch my eyebrows like they once did. I'm going to use the iconic L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And I am also going to use this. This is actually from Ulta. It's very affordable. This is I'm going to say this is called a mascara. Hold on. Like a shield. We're going to put this right on our eyelid and then go in with mascara. This is just going to, this actually could be a shield. This just allows you to coat as much mascara as you want to, without having to be afraid of it landing on your eyelid and messing up all the eyeshadow you laid. When I'm also doing makeup on my clients, they will not trust the process. And so they'll have eyeshadow and they'll have, all the complexion products on. And they're like, like something's missing. And I'm like, yes, that would be mascara. And so once I apply the mascara, you can see like a whole different alter ego just like literally coming out of their body. And they are feeling themselves. They love it. They feel so excited that they trust the process. And yeah, but that goes to show like how transformative mascara can be. Especially this one. This is like super duper black. And so it is very intense. There we go. And I'm gonna just add a little bit to my lower lashes. I don't want to put too much because I don't want it to overpower the shadow that I have on my lower lash line. So it's basically just to coat them and remove some of the powder that was on my lashes. Cool. We got our eyes on. So now we are done with that and we can move on to lips, which is always my favorite. Lips are just my favorite. Okay. So I have a few lip options. I got Morphe products. This is actually one of my favorite lipsticks. This is in the shade 800 and this is called Brunch. This is a liquid lipstick. This is going to be a traditional bullet satin lipstick. And then I have here, I actually want to try this one. I just bought this. This is the L'Oreal Le Nude Resilient lipstick in the number 105. So we can try that. But first, my favorite drugstore lip liner is Sweet Tea from Morphe. So let's go in with that. Look how much I've used this product. I mean, and these are really long. Like these Morphe lip liners are very generous. So that goes to show how much I love this product and how I use it every single day almost. So we're gonna line our lips. Okay, 10 minutes later. All right, so we lined our lips and let's try this out. You know what? I first want to do that to see what that looks like here. Well, I'm mad at it, I guess. You can still see my vein, which tells me that this is more on the sheer side. So let's try this out. Okay. That is a really pretty color. That is really pretty. Not mad at her. This is actually really pretty. I do like this applicator as opposed to like a regular thick one. I don't know. I just like it. Can't tell you what, but I just do. I like her. She's cute. This whole lip is giving me 90s vibes, and that is for sure my favorite makeup era. So we are gonna finalize this look with my favorite lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade, I have so many, like, can you guys tell? Do you guys think I love this product or no? I don't know. Tell me. These are all so pretty. I'm pretty sure these are the dupes for the Fenty lip gloss, which everybody loves. I particularly do not like those glosses. I don't like thick glosses. I want my gloss to be very thin. With that being said, oh man, so many options. All right. Let's go on with Stone because she's just my go-to. So let's just do it. She's such a great shade. I really love this lipstick. Very proud of myself. This is probably the best $7 I've ever spent. So We're just going to put a little bit. And we love this look. We love it. 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 So very happy with how this all turned out. I could finally remove my clips. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So let's just recap on everything that I used just for, I don't know what purpose, but I am going to recap really quick. So we used let's see here, sorry, quick hair adjustment. You guys, I just got lipstick on my hair. That's what I meant to say. I just got my hair done, so, I may be feeling myself, maybe not, I don't know. And a fresh color, like if you're a girl, like a fresh color is just like, it hits different, darling. So let's do a recap. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter is a must. You definitely need it. This is a non-negotiable. Like, you just need it, okay? The Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, I really did like this powder. I really do enjoy it. I don't even see where the powder is on my face. I don't really feel it. So that was really good. Milani's Powder Blush. You guys know I've been using this for, I want to say like a decade already. And it's a must. Morphe's Bronzer. I love it. It's so easy. It's such a creamy formula, even though it's a powder. Very little fallout. It just blends immediately and I love it. She's cute. Maybelline Build a Brow. We like it. We're all about building the brow, so I like it. The Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. I mean, you guys look at my complexion and it just looks amazing. It looks flawless. And I could have even built that coverage more if I wanted to, but I necessarily just didn't want to, because I'm not going anywhere right now. So, but I might. I don't know. The e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This one was the matte one. I think I could benefit more from their hydrating version instead, because I am more on the drier side, and I was realizing that this was creasing on me a lot. So if you do have dry skin, if you are like me, definitely invest in the Camo hydrating version, and I think you will not be disappointed by that one. What else did we use? The lip combo, a must. Like, this is going in my purse for touch-ups or whatever. Mascara, L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. This is like an OG product. But yeah, I think we did really good. I'm very impressed. I will say it takes a lot to get me impressed. I've played and touched and worked with so much makeup along my career that when I immediately touch or a product is on my face, I can already tell like if I like it or not. I'm not gonna be like, is it gonna grow on me? Like, will I feel different about it tomorrow? Like, I either love it or hate it, and that's just it. So the products that I have here, I already told you guys the rundown. Like, I really enjoyed them, honestly. And I think you guys would too. This blew my mind as well. Lots of pigment for your buck. And yeah, just don't sleep on Drugstore anymore. Y'all, like, stop sleeping on affordable makeup. There's so much out there. So there's no reason why anybody should feel left out or any apprehension about going to your local drugstore to try out makeup. Like, you guys can see like what I did, and it wasn't even that much money. I will link everything down below, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Let me know what it is that you actually liked from the drugstore that I need to try, because honey, I will spin the block and go try more products. And I have no shame in my game because I do like to rotate my products. When I do love something, I do like to keep using it, but I do also like to try different products out. So let me know what it is that I need in my life. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this.